the timing of this tournament, especially day one, is really important. If teams run late, especially in the beginning of the day, it causes massive problems.
Well, we can always hope they go crazy at each other here and kill each other in 10 minutes.
So just a quick note about that. So the teams are divided into 4 pots. If you saw me do the draw, you'll know how that works. The 2 teams that we just see were C pot, so they were like moderate experience, I would describe it as, and these are the same. So these are from pot C. So they've done.
Yeah, you have like A, B, C, and D graded groups, and we are mostly costing from grade C today. And I'm actually pretty happy about that, because we are going to be seeing the top-notch teams more and more as we move to the end, towards the finals of the tournament, because all the good teams are going to progress. And very often it ends up being a stale, slow game, while at the beginning of the tournament, you have some really, really crazy games, some really experimental strategies. The players are not the best of the best. The teams are not the best of the best, and they're not the most experienced, so you can expect anything and everything, and it makes it very pleasant to actually, and funny to cast and watch. So, yeah.
Sorry, I had to mute there because the dog was drinking very loudly. Right. Lineups?
Okay. Lineups, yeah. We have for DFAs, or DEFs, Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, double Venezia, a Petro, 2 Stalingrads, and a Yu Yang. And for Atom, is it Atom? SATOM? We have Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, Hindi, Venezia, Petra, Stalin, and 2 destroyers gearing in Holland. They went for like no double ships. Let's get everything we can.
Pick and makes one of each.
Yeah.
So the double destroyers obviously gives them a bit more mobility. It gives them more torpedoes, but they're sacrificing a bit of health. They're sacrificing a little bit of hitting ability with the guns. We'll see how that works out.
I think this mostly comes down to, can you take B? Because we saw the previous game, B stayed not taken until the last 30 seconds of the game.
I think the difficult, having played on this map with clan battles quite a lot, I think the difficult thing with this map is that if you are a cruiser and you're approaching B, you are in a lot of danger. Especially if you,
B is danger for everybody.
It's like compared to some other maps, it's incredibly dangerous. And so, with spotting, so people tend to ignore it. However, the red team here, they've got an Ohio and a Kremlin. They're going to be probably quite aggressive, and you can see they've already pushed quite aggressively up to the bottom of B.
Yeah, the thing is, you can fight for A, you can fight for C, and those 2 caps can get contested and traded. There's plenty of ways to do it in both, on both sides. The only question is how many ships have you devoted there, and how much commitment are you willing to put. However, B is exceptionally hard to take and stay alive. Take at all, especially stay alive. From the southern side, you do have this option to go behind the island and then try to reverse in, and when you get radar, run out. But every time you do that, you're definitely going to lose like a third to a half HP at least. And if the team from the north decides to push on A bit further, they're going to have you no matter where you stand. And that's pretty much the only partially safe place and safe way to go. From the north side, it's even a bit, I would say, even harder. You do have the islands as well, but I don't know. It feels like you're kind of overcommitted if you go there. It's a bit weird.
So gearing on the Reds is already down to 8.8, and also Warren in the Hindenburg taking a bit of a hit, maybe showing why people don't usually take Hindenburg. Down to 36, 37k, 34.
Yeah, Gearing is still being shot
31.
at.
Yeah, Warren having to...
God, that was a lot of shells that missed in the last second.
Back off, yeah.
I'm guessing that was a Yu Yang radar. I didn't see it. And we don't have the chat logs, so...
Talden Warrior having to be a little bit careful here because getting cross shots from the Des Moines, having to push into the cap, but that should be pretty safe, and especially as the gearing torps were aimed at where he was, not where he is.
He is safe from the torps. I don't know how much damage can a Venezia do, and nobody else can pretty much shoot him. So now they're getting in a position where they can take A. Gearing was detected again, lost a bit of HP.
Yeah, I think Yu Yang was told to go and get him back.
I think Yu Yang is just going to go for him.
I mean, it's 5-3 down here, so they should push, really. They need to be a bit careful of that Petro in the middle.
Oh, Yu Yang stopped. Okay.
Okay, I think, yeah, Yu Yang's just applying a bit of pressure. While the Stalingrad caps.
The Moin from SATOM is also very, very low, down to 23,000. Stalingrad is chipped. Hindenburg is chipped. Oh, damn.
Stalingrad's down somehow. Nose in. It must have just been just chip damage. I mean, to be fair, he did start getting shot at very early because he was first spotted. So
I was actually paying attention to the red. Well, to your green team, my red team. Why did you jump on the table?
We should be the same.
No, leave the table. I'm sorry. I have cat issues.
Yeah,
you go.
Our colours should be the same now because spectator mode.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. So I was actually paying attention to the red team's HP pool, and then the green team Stalingrad just died. And I was like, what?
Yep.
What? How did that happen?
So while DFS push through A, and they need to be careful they don't push too far there, I think. You've got maybe a counter push on Charlie. But I do actually wonder whether SATOM would be better off defending against that push from A. They've still got this more or less full health Ohio to try and counter this push.
Well, as long as the FS does not overextend here too fast and start giving broadsides to Petro and Des Moines and Ohio in the same time, as long as they do this nice and slow, they can bring down Ohio. Yu Yang can continue hunting Gearing. Venezia is not going to be able to do more than one, maybe two volleys, and Yu Yang is probably going to be fine. And then they could just collapse on the rest of them one by one. So I think this is looking very, very bad for SATOM.
If you're that Ohio and you know that you're being pushed by superior numbers, he should have turned around and kited a long time ago because he knows there's a Yu Yang there somewhere. He knows there's going to be torpedoes coming. Yeah,
this is the end for him. That's on the nose. Surprisingly, no flooding. Or maybe he actually Damaconned. There's no way Yu Yang just torpedoed him twice without a flooding on those two locations. No. So his Damacon is probably off, and he's being focused by so many ships. Yeah, they're going to lose Ohio, and then they're going to lose Gearing. A is already in the hands of devs, and Petropavlovsk, I mean, yes, that thing is super strong, but he's not going to survive against 4 or 5 pushing ships. Venezia is using the smoke to keep Ohio alive, which is potentially a mistake because Ohio fired, so he's still detected anyway. And now Venezia doesn't have a smoke for her later when she might need it. Yeah, I think this is potentially the beginning of the... Oh, wait, those torpedoes from Gearing on the Ohio.
Maybe 2. No, 1.
I think, yeah, that's flooding.
That's a flood, yeah.
He is refusing to Damacon, which is fine, but he must not stop here. He actually needs to continue moving, which is very difficult when you are flooding. Yu Yang has finally found Gearing. He's down to 1,000 HP. Can they still see him? No, he's undetected. Oh man, this guy's running away the entire time. I'm guessing that could have potentially been the radar. I'm not entirely
He is currently radaring. I can see his green flashing symbol.
Stalingrad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's Stalingrad dead. Oh my god. Wow, okay. That Gearing is still making himself useful. Venezia goes down. And now it's all on Petro. Because Yu Yang will chase that Gearing till the end of the world. As long as Gearing is alive and doing miracles like this, he's actually a lot more valuable than Yu Yang is.
Yeah, destroyer
when Yu
run.
Yang when Yu Yang finally kills Gearing, then Yu Yang will start being valuable. Because right now he's just out of the action. He's just trying to chase a Gearing that's in the meantime sinking his friends. So that's not working out very well.
A stealthy destroyer with 1 hit point is the same as a stealthy destroyer with full hit points.
Yeah, especially when the one with 1 HP point has opportunity to torp
as well.
Yeah. Stalingrad is low. Gearing is low. Petro is kind of in trouble. Des Moines might want to try do something, but we'll see. We'll see if SATOM will actually manage to do anything with that C group. But I think they're running out of time.
This Des Moines doing this charge on this Ohio needs to be super careful here. Don't forget, the EM bug is still in the game.
I was about to say.
Yep.
I was about to say. Look at the turret traverse. Look at the turret traverse of that Ohio. That is
it's like a cruiser.
It's like a destroyer. Not even cruisers turn this fast in this tier. For those of you who don't know, Wargaming has managed to potato something in the game, and the expert marksman, all the battleships and cruisers with expert marksman have the buffs that usually only destroyers get. And I believe destroyers get cruiser and battleship buffs. So destroyer turret traverse is a bit slow, while battleship and cruiser is exceptionally fast. I died, or almost died, a few days ago, where a Yamato that was turning in the opposite direction of me. So I'm pushing left, he's turning to the right, his turrets are looking to the right, and I'm crawling up behind him, so I'm going in the opposite direction of his ship. His turrets have managed to counter the rotation of the ship, caught me, and shot me. I'm like, that's impossible. Yep. That's literally impossible.
And of course, the opposite is true for the destroyers. So if you're playing a destroyer that's normally got slow turret turn, and you would take EM to speed it up, that's not going to work. So, and I think that's actually going to influence the picks that some of the teams make, especially at the experienced end of the scale. They're going to be bringing.
Because Yamato is now a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of.
It ever was.
And I think we'll see a lot more of them today because of that.
We'll see.
Ooh, Yamato tops 1, 2, 3, 4. I think actually.
Well, I mean, Devs is still winning, and they still have that DD on one shot.
Yeah, they've got SATOM in a complete crossfire here. They're literally just either side of them.
They're kind of in a crossfire themselves right now, because that Petro survived on 2.4, and Holland can drop torpedoes. Meanwhile, Hindenburg is facing them from the front, and then torpedoes from the gearing as well. So they kind of overextended a bit. I don't think they expected to lose their ship there. Yep, there goes Yamato. So we have a pretty messy situation right now. But those torpedoes going on Hindenburg from everywhere.
I'm actually surprised after...
One in the bow?
After Hindenburg had such a rocky start, I was surprised to see him still alive. But he's done pretty well.
He's alive for now, but no Damacon. 15k HP being focused from all sides. Yeah, he's going to go down. He's going to go down, and then Yu Yang can definitely continue chasing the gearing. I'm just curious when that Petro will decide to turn on the radar. Oh, Kremlin rammed Petro? Wait, what?
I totally missed that, yeah.
It was a drive-by. Apparently a failed drive-by. Oh, wow, okay. Suddenly Devs is one ship short. Soon to
maybe about to be 2.
2, yeah. 1.
It's a top.
Only 1. Can they trade? Hindenburg is actually shooting Venezia on the other side. Venezia is not paying attention. Only 4k. Torpedoes from Venezia. Hindenburg's going to take another one. This is going to be another ram.
Needs to take the ram here, yeah.
Yeah, this is another ram. So they go down. Gearing is still alive. Bloody hell, that thing is still alive, dude. And look at the points. I mean, 2 caps to 1. Oh my lord. So now it's Holland versus Yu Yang. Oh, Holland is wasting time shooting torpedoes. Meanwhile, Yu Yang is gaining more and more advantage. Oh, can he shoot him one more time? 2.2? Oh, dear lord. They have both destroyers on 1 or 2 shots. I don't know if Holland has a second torpedo spread.
Or a radar, I'm not sure what's
Kremlin
going on.
kills a Des Moines. It's just Yu Yang, dude, versus 2 destroyers. No, they can just run.
They
can just run.
Yes?
Yeah, just said to run. It's 5 minutes to go. They have 2 caps, more points. But if they lose Holland and then they lose B... Oh, yo. Yeah, if they would lose that Holland and then lose B with 5 minutes to go...
So, the pressure's on, because this Yu Yang could actually win this, potentially.
Yeah, especially if he lands
especially
a torpedo
if he
hit
doesn't
now.
turn into these torpedoes.
I think Kremlin's gonna be fine with those.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going. There we go.
He needs to land a kill on that Holland ASAP while still having any HP. Nice! He gets a kill!
So,
uh-oh.
no torp on the Kremlin. But he does have time now to cap.
Mm-hmm.
Gearing is a long way away.
Gearing is not going to do anything until it's literally the last second.
I wonder whether this Yu Yang is going to choose to go through to Charlie here.
Yeah? Oh, the Kremlin's going to cut him off.
I don't think that's going to work.
This is gambling right now. This is a lot of gamble. Oh, they win! No, they don't. They can't win.
Not quite.
They're gonna need to contest C-Cap for a bit and not lose any of theirs or kill one more ship.
Yeah, if the Yu Yang goes over to Charlie, then the Kremlin will go into B, or the Gearing will go into A or B. So I think he needs to get a kill.
He should have RPF.
Torps are probably about ready.
But his RPF is pointing towards Kremlin right now, so he has no idea that the Gearing is taking a huge risk. Huge risk getting separated from the Kremlin, because this could be a game-losing maneuver if Yu Yang decided to go his way. If Yu Yang decided to go towards where Gearing is right now, he gets caught, he dies, they lose the game. But if Yu Yang decides to go for C, Gearing can go and take A for free and win the game, even if Kremlin dies.
So I think Kremlin has decided, okay, we need the way we're going to win this is we stop him from blocking our points.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my health pool, and I'm going to sit in C.
Wow, I'm actually quite surprised. 2 games that are going to go to the last seconds here. It's amazing. Unfortunately, we're already 2 minutes late with the next match.
One of the beautiful things about having so many matches today is that they've reduced the time between the start times from 10 minutes to 5 minutes. And so finding another game is going to be super easy. So that shouldn't be a problem.
I wonder what happens if this Kremlin dies.
Yeah.
So it's 2 minutes 20. Gearing is going to take another 20-30 seconds to get into the cap and then a minute to flip it. So they will benefit for a minute from that cap, and Devs is going to stop benefiting.
So this Kremlin probably knows where the Yu Yang is, because he will have gone unspotted at a certain point.
He's not going to take enough torpedoes to die, even if he takes any torpedoes. Yeah, I think
he's realized, if I just go behind here and hide, I'll be fine. And if the destroyer goes into the cap, I can just reverse or something.
If he killed Kremlin here, that's another 100 points difference. So he would actually end up having like 40 points advantage, and then they flip the caps, both, and they would win. I think they would actually win here.
It would certainly be close.
But now it's game over.
Yeah.
Now it's game over. Kremlin can just run. They both know kind of where the DDs are, because they definitely know Gearing is flipping A, and based on the torpedoes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, weird. Devs was kind of definitely in a better position, I would say, this entire time. But then they kind of went too crazy. They overextended a bit. SATOM took forever to actually get a move on C, but they finally did. And then they just threw the ships away.
Yeah, I think devs had the opportunity to close the net around SATOM, and I think they just didn't do that in quite a coordinated enough way, and I think they lost too many ships too quickly. It's really hard when you need an entire team to push at the same time, and you end up with some ships that are a little bit further forward or not quite in the right angle. And this comes down to individual player experience as well. So if you say push, and maybe less experienced players might panic slightly and they come out around a corner slightly too wide or do things like that, and they can easily lose their ship in a few seconds.
Coordinated push is one of the most challenging things when you're not very, very coordinated. Because if a part of your team, like one, two, or three ships push 30 seconds, a minute sooner than the rest, they're dead. And by the time the rest of the team pushes, you already lost one ship basically for free, because they couldn't do anything. And even if they would die the other way around as well, the rest of the team would have some opportunity to exploit that. But if you're there alone, then you're literally throwing your ship away. So it's very, very important that you do.
Right, we need to very quickly